but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it, because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot.
Yes.
Here we go.
Take the opportunity to officially welcome you to Los Angeles. Really appreciate you coming, and especially you come just a few days after your inauguration. So I want you to know that your presence here is very much appreciated. Let me also say that I know you had an opportunity to see the devastation. You've seen the extreme loss, the grief that people are going through here. And we are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again. You mentioned a couple of things in terms of us expediting. So I signed executive directives right away so that we could cut the red tape, we could get people back building as fast as possible, and we're going to continue doing that.
Yeah, the one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No. That will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope you're right.
You can hold me to it.
There's 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be they should be able to do it. They should be able to start tonight.
That will not be the case. You know, first we have to take care to make sure that there's not getting rid of the hazardous waste, cleaning things up so that people can start right away. And just like you said, if somebody had their house was destroyed and they're going to rebuild essentially the same, maybe a little bit longer, a little bit higher, they really shouldn't have to go through much of a process. So I want you to know that we are expediting that. We absolutely need your help. We need the federal help.
You've got it. I told you. You will have no permit problem. There will be 0 delay. And as far as I'm concerned, you already have the permits.
And just to kind of give some context around the conversation, people are complaining because people aren't being allowed on their streets to look at their home, to look at their lot. A few people, you hear them talk about how this was the first time that they actually were able to see their homes because the police presence. I guess they were saying that you need a permit to be able to go back to your home, because they were saying that there's a bunch of, I don't know, seems like a bunch of like red tape, whatever, to where they're holding people back, saying that it's a safety hazard. And obviously, if people are going to wait for the government to clean their homes, to figure out what contractors, demolition people are going to come in, if my home's messed up and I'm capable, the thing that I want to do most, I want to just go, I'll go do it myself. I don't need the help of the government. I'll go do it myself. There's certain things that I want to get back to start cleaning up. I don't want to wait for the government to give me a permit to go on this. That's just will be how I would be feeling about the situation. Let me get to my home and let me start putting things back together. Let me start getting rid of and cleaning off my lot so I can start the process of getting back to my home.
But I am more worried because I met at least 8 groups of homeowners, and I'm much more worried about the fact that they said it's 18 months exactly, and they were devastated. They want to start now. They want to start removing things. They're not allowed to do it now. And you mentioned hazardous waste. Well, the hazardous waste. What's hazardous waste? I mean, you're going to have to define that. We're going to go through a whole series of questions on determining what's hazardous?
Nope.
I just think you have to allow the people to go on their site and start the process tonight.
And we will.
What we are seeing is the difference between a politician and a business person. This is why Donald Trump has won the hearts of a lot of America, because politicians when you're in business, time is money, right? You have to get deals done fast. When you're dealing with politics, everything's about playing the game, aligning with this particular team and agenda. We're going to hear Mayor Eric Adams talk about it later, where he gets described as being told to be a good Democrat and follow the rules and just wait these things out when it comes to the migrant issues. Donald Trump is the person that approaches things like a businessman, trying to get things done as soon as possible, because he knows that when you waste time, you're wasting money. He just now is applying it to running the country and being the representative for the American people, in my opinion, that is going to expedite all the political mambo jumbo and just do what makes sense for the people at that time. And that's how he talks. That's why he's able to put these executive orders. A lot of people have said he's been able to do more stuff than Joe Biden did in 4 years in a matter of days. Think about that. Just by being willing to make decisions, by using certain leverage. We're going to hear about him dealing with Colombia, all these different things. He's getting things done.
Okay, good.
You can come back and check.
Last night, 18 months. So if that's not the answer, Mayor Bass, what is the answer? Because that's what we were all told last night.
Well, and let me just tell you that we are going to do everything we can, slashing regulations, expediting everything so that people can begin the process right away. You know, we have the Disaster Recovery Center on Pico and Westwood. We have building and safety there. People are already contacting the local agencies. We're bringing our city departments together so that people don't get caught in the loop of going from one room to the next. We want them all to be in the same room so that you can get busy rebuilding ASAP.
I'll be honest. Sometimes when I hear these politicians talk, it's like I have to run the tape back and listen to it and figure out exactly what she says. Donald Trump, this is how Donald Trump speaks politics. People should be able to go into their house tonight. This is how other politicians talk, like a Karen Bass. Yeah, well, we're going to make sure that we ensure the safety of the people. So we have our teams that are going to make sure that they're on top of it. We're going to move in a fast manner. We just have to make sure that everything is safe. So it's like, when are we able to go clean up our lots for our homes that were burnt down for what a lot of people already believe that you guys were not properly prepared. So now the people that weren't properly prepared, and I understand that Karen Bass does not represent all of LA County. She's the Los Angeles mayor in the city, but just overall, the temperature amongst this situation is that the government in the state of California did not properly prepare for this incident. And now you allowed the people, well, I'm not going to say you allowed the people's homes to be burnt down, but their mindset is like, damn, because of y'all didn't prepare properly, we lost more than maybe what we would have lost if you did prepare properly. Now you're going to make us go through this whole political permit type of thing just to get back to my lot. Nah, if I can drive up to my lot, I should be able to go to my house. That's the difference between Donald Trump and Karen Bass and a lot of the Democrats. And to be totally honest, a lot of the Republicans. So let's keep going.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And we will clear the lots, absolutely, in the city and in the county. We are working together. Both levels of government are working in unity.
That'd be 18 months. Is it not 18 months? Is it like we that's the answer that we got, and that's what we're all hanging on.
Yes.
So if you're telling us now faster, is it 6 months? Is it, I mean, all of our lives, rents, all this stuff is weighing on this.
6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it, because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking, I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot.
Yeah.
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because you have a very powerful emergency power, and
Yes.
you can do everything within.
I'll be totally honest. For all those out there that say Trump is a misogynist, for say that Trump is disrespectful, they don't like his rhetoric, they don't like his demeanor, I'll be totally honest. The way that he's handling this conversation with her continuously butting in, she is the mayor talking to the president of the United States, interrupting him as he's speaking. She's saying certain things, he's not talking, and then because he starts saying stuff that contradicts what she's saying, then she's now interrupting him, but she's interrupting him as if she's agreeing with everything. Which one is it? Like, let's keep going.
In 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important thing is for people to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And the permit's going to take them, everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
That was last night.
And that was last night.
On that.
It's been a memorable.
Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. A lot of people love him, hate him. You know what it reminds me of? Yo, this is what it reminds me of. And shout out to Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. This is really what it reminds me of. People just don't like rooting for certain individuals. I told y'all before, when it came to Tom Brady and the Patriots, I just couldn't stand them. Here they represented a lot of the things that I appreciated. It's almost like with a lot of Donald Trump people, like a lot of Democrats. If you actually just looked at the policies that a lot of these people that just can't stand Donald Trump, they would agree with him on the policies. They would agree on a lot of this common sense approach to politics, but for whatever reason, they just can't they just can't get behind him. And it's the same thing that I did with the Patriots. I told myself I'm not doing that with Kansas City, but I just wish that people would kind of move away from their indoctrination of Donald Trump. Like when you hear this Donald Trump derangement syndrome, because a lot of the things that he's doing are making sense. And if perhaps he had even more support, perhaps he would even be able to do more. Like, this is just common sense stuff. When we hear about them finding a large portion of the kids that were a lot of the migrants that came in, we talked about it before, where a lot of the children that were missing. When we talk about that, the fact that Donald Trump's administration has already been able to find a bunch of those kids, isn't that what America wants? A lot of these kids missing, being sex trafficked, all these different things. If it was so easy within 5 days or a week, however long Donald Trump's been in so far, if it was so easy for Donald Trump, it hasn't even been a week since he's been inaugurated. Or no, I guess it's a week today. If they can make all these steps to finding a lot of these kids that were supposedly missing, why couldn't Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do the same? We have to ask ourselves. And this is it goes back to the same thing that we were discussing last week. When things don't make sense, when we're dealing with some actually intelligent people, I don't think that, well, some politicians I don't think are the most intelligent, but I don't think that we're dealing with an issue of incompetence when it comes to a lot of these politicians. I think what it comes to is them just trying to toe the line and them being so worried about their political affiliations that they're not putting the American people first. That's how I see it. So let me get to this comment real quick. I I know that we had a few before this. And please make sure that y'all like for the algorithm. That's going to help out. This woman funded an actual domestic vigilant group that bombed buildings. All of our elected officials hate the people of the USA. Government is fake nonsense, reptile creatures. I can't say I disagree with a lot of what you said, man. I can't say that I disagree. Uncle Brother wrote, this whole exchange exposes Karen Bass for the disingenuous authoritarian bullshitter she actually is. I agree. This is why, and Uncle Brother, this is why we've had this conversation before. This is why Trump won. They made it so easy for Trump. Here, these people can't stand Trump. Here, the people that vote Democrat can't stand Trump, but yet you guys are supporting people that make it so easy for Trump to win, for Trump to look like a hero. Trump is looking like a hero, and before he's even been in office for a week. We are seeing the things that Donald Trump is able to get done by flexing leverage, American leverage that puts the American people first. When they say peace through strength, we're seeing what that actually leads to right now, rather than the approach that has been taken by a lot of the Democrats and liberals that has landed us in all these wars in a chaotic America and creating and supporting chaos throughout the rest of the world. That's what that has led to, this weak mindset, or a lot of these other countries looking at America because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are our leaders, looking at us as weak. We see the chaos that has happened throughout the world and within the country. And then when Donald Trump comes in, we see what happens. Now, let me show y'all this next video of why I think that a lot of people dislike Donald Trump. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real